What are some of the unique challenges modern families face, and how can they adapt to thrive in today's fast-paced and ever-changing society?
Oh, challenges. How much time have we got?
Not too much.
Financial challenges, social media, societal pressures, children, fertility, growing apart from each other, not enough time. You want to spend time together, but you've got to go to work. You've got financial obligations. You want to provide for your children in the best way that you can. That requires time, money, effort, and we don't have that in abundance.
Yeah.
And we're competing always with those priorities. We're competing always with those things. How do we make this work? How do we balance the little that we have? It's a lot. And the second half of the question?
Second half of the question was, how can we adapt to thrive in today's fast-paced, ever-changing society?
How can we adapt? I think flexibility is key to progress and protecting your time. So not to negate all of the things that we have to do. I go back to my book, The Balancing Act. We are always doing things, but there are, when I say doing things, you're working, you're running your business, you're looking after children, you're looking after parents in some instances, you're trying to carve out your own identity and your own sense of fulfillment of what it is that you want to contribute into the world. But one of the things that I think that will help us to adapt is to have a clear goal of what it is that we want to achieve and carve out time to cultivate that goal.
Yeah.
That takes intentionality. That takes discipline. If I want for my family to arrive at a certain place, I want family goals. I want there to be good communication. I want there to be a loving, harmonious relationship in my home that's filled with unity. That doesn't just happen at a flip of a switch. It doesn't just happen just because you said it. You have to carve out time. You have to
make it happen.
Right? Kids, husbands, family. This is what's going to happen on this day and time. No devices. Let me tell you, when we used to go out, this is pre-COVID, I'd take everybody's phone away. Like, we're going for a family meal. My kids are like, yeah, but what if our friends call? Us? This isn't right. And for the first 5 minutes, like, everyone was
raging. Yeah.
Arms folded, mouth pushed, lips pushed out. Like, nobody wants to talk. But when I say we have to be intentional, I want to talk to you. I want to find out about your day. I want you to look in my eyes. I want to look into your soul. I want to see what's going on in your head, in your emotions. You're my child. The most of your time is spent in your phone. I won't know you unless we talk. That's family. Now I have to also ensure that happens with me and my husband. It's not going to happen by magic. Sometimes he'll take the lead if things are like growing apart. He'll take the lead. Right, the kids are at your mum, let's go. Like, oh my god, what do you mean the kids are at my mum? Where are we going? What are you doing? When do we have to pick them up? Like, don't worry about any of that. I know how to look after my children. Let's go. And then we go off for this weekend. Or he'll say something like, pack a bag. Oh my god, where are we going? Just pack for 2 days. You can't tell me just to pack for 2 days. But my point is, you have to be intentional. Right, you have to create. And this is not about money. If you have nothing, go for a walk around the block. Wrap up warm, put on a hat, scarf, coat and gloves for the podcasters, for the listeners who are in the UK. If you're in the Caribbean, put on your shorts, a vest and your sliders. And walk down the road and back. Talk to each other. Find out about your day. What are you working on? What's interesting to you now? Because I tell my husband all the time, I'm not the same person you married 27 years ago. And if you don't talk to me, you won't know who I am. You won't know. And that's how couples grow apart. So you have to be intentional. And if I want what I perceived my grandparents had, or what I perceived other family units have, then I've got to be intentional about that. And that takes hard work, because there's a movie that I want to watch, or I want to go out with my girlfriends, or I'm studying, or my kids need me, or I'm tired. How am I prioritizing all of those things over the one relationship that means the most to me? I've got to be intentional about
You got to be focused, intentional about that. So you've just come back from Tennessee.
Louisiana.
Yes.
Louisiana. But I'm sure it's a neighboring state. I don't know American geography, but
I guess. What was you doing over there?
Whoa, what was I doing? Before I answer that question, I've kind of got to go back.
Okay.
So networking is such a powerful tool. I was at an event hosted by the Department of Trade, Department of Business and Trade in the UK. And I just met some good people, and we were talking, and one of them happened to be the the ministerial lead for international trade in the US. We were talking, she said, oh, we've got an event on such and such a day, do you want to come? I said, yeah, sure, no problem. I went to the event, and in that space, I met more people, but these were delegates. So I got my invitation from this woman who I met in Birmingham, but the other delegates got their invitation from the White House. The White House said to them, you need to go to London to this event on such and such a time. So I'm speaking to these people, disappear. I'm also hosting a panel, go and do my panel piece. The guy comes, when I come back, the guy said, I don't know you, an American accent, oh my God, I didn't know you were hosting a panel. But we just started talking, and we exchanged ideas. He shared a concept of the Entrepreneurs Exchange, where we bring entrepreneurs from our respective countries, the UK and the US, go to each other's countries, explore opportunities, ideas, set up in their country, because that's another way how entrepreneurs can grow their business. They are so committed to the idea that they came to the UK twice to explore opportunities, to speak to the US ambassador and the UK ambassador to make sure that we got all the trade agreements correct. They've been here twice. That's a demonstration of commitment. Now they're saying to me, right, Claudine, when are you coming to America? I'm like, okay, let me see. Because now this is serious. They sent me the itinerary. Oh my gosh. I'm speaking to bankers. I'm speaking to head of educational institutions. I'm speaking at the Louisiana Chamber of Commerce dinner. I'm going to NASA.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Wow.
So you asked what was I doing? I couldn't just say all of that without giving you the background, the backstory. So literally, over the last week, I mean, it was intense every single day, but it was so enjoyable to see how they do business in the US. I mean, everything is 5 times bigger, but there are plenty of opportunities. And because, so I'm in Louisiana, Baton Rouge is an area of deprivation, but there are opportunities in deprivation, right? So there's opportunities for entrepreneurs to grow their businesses. There's opportunities for entrepreneurs to scale their businesses. So we're looking specifically for tech-based or tech-enabled businesses that we can bring to Louisiana. They've got an office, they've got access to opportunities. You register your business in Louisiana, and whatever US citizens can draw down in terms of funding from the government, if your business is registered there, you have the same opportunities too. So I met a guy who's already done this. His business is based in Luton. He's gone to Baton Rouge. He provides Wi-Fi to rural communities. He's already connected with the community college, and the most important thing out of all of this is job creation, social mobility, community and generational wealth, all of the things that add resilience and have the voice of government as it relates to your business. If your business is park the money piece just for a moment, but if your business is creating jobs, you are contributing to the economy, you're reducing crime by default. People fall into crime. Some people are just a bad mind, but other people fall into crime because they have no opportunities. They've got no jobs, and so they do it by default of their circumstance, not because it's the first choice. For some people are just bad, but there are others who choose this pathway because there's no other thing to do.